My life has always been around animals, and I love working with them. I love to be surrounded by them, and I'm so blessed that this is my profession too. Working with animals, being around them, I have learned so much. There is so much of learning that has come to me. These are my little notes, and I want to share these soul notes with you today. Before I do that, let me tell you who I am. I am Dr. Parul Chaudhary. I am an animal communicator. I am an animal healer. I work with animals, and over the years doing animal communication, connecting with them intuitively, they have shared some amazing information, guidance, their lovely experiences. And I'm going to start this series, which is going to be the soul notes from Animal Land. In this series, I'm going to share with you all those interesting experiences that have shaped me who I am, and I'm sure they will help you too. Our animals are always supporting us. They are helping us in our journey, and sometimes it's not like when we are going through a difficult time, our animal is sitting on our lap or cuddling. It's not always like that. Sometimes it can show up in a very different way, because they are trying to tell us that what is it that we need to change right now, and they will use everything in their power to make us understand what they want us to do at that time, because there is a reason behind it. Our animals are not in our life just like a coincidence. They are here because there is a soul contract. They are here to help us grow, evolve, and progress in our journey. So I have a couple of videos on my page which talk about soul contract, and I've talked about it a lot. I will probably link them up here so that you can go and see that. So the same thing happened with this human who walked into my session with their dog. So the dog is biting everybody, and she's very uncomfortable because she says, oh my God, I don't know how to handle it, because my dog is even biting the people inside the house. And so they said that they took him to a vet, and the vet is suggesting euthanasia, which they are not at all okay with. So they wanted to put this pet up for adoption. But before they do all of that, she met a friend of hers who had come to me for a session. She recommended her, and she came here for a session. And when we started talking to the animal, you will be amazed what the animal had to share. So when I started talking to the dog to understand what is happening, he had an interesting thing to share with me. First of all, he told me he's not the kind of a dog who loves to cuddle or who loves to be hugged. He likes his own space. Like, he has his own boundary. He does not want people coming too close. And when I checked with a human, she says, yeah, that is what always happens. He's not a dog who is ever been very cuddly, or he's been affectionate, but he does not like too much of physical closeness. And he does not like when people suddenly walk into his space if he's resting or sleeping. And though they were keeping all those things in mind, and they knew that that was his temperament, but now what had started was that he had started biting the people in the family, unprovoked. That was a big concern for her, and that would be for anybody. So I asked her, what is happening there? I asked the dog, what is happening? Why are you doing that? He says, the energy of the house is absolutely off. Everybody's fighting. There is a lot of discussions happening, and nobody's feeling safe. They had just lost their grandfather in the family, and he says now there is no leader of the pack. And he is trying to lead this pack, because whenever he wants to fall back on them for any support, seeing all the confusion, chaos happening, he is not sure that their humans are feeling safe and okay and protected. So he's trying to protect them even from themselves. So it's like he's trying to protect them from their energy. And because there is no clear communication happening, he's not able to understand why they have started behaving like this, what is all the stress happening, though he's understanding it at the soul level. So this is very interesting. Animals exist in two planes. They exist at the physical plane, and they exist at the soul level. And how do I know this? Because connecting with animals intuitively and talking to them, I have learned this, that they never forget the purpose why they are here in this life. Though our memories can fade off why we are here, they are always connected to that bigger picture. They are always connected to the source, and they understand what work they are doing here. So though he understands that they are facing these issues, but at the physical plane where he is playing out his life, he has to stand up and take the role of guiding them by mirroring their anger, by mirroring their irritation in his own behavior, and trying to bring light to it that hey, you need to stop what you're doing. You're all fighting amongst each other. You're all bringing this energy of anger, irritation, not liking each other, resentment for each other. And that is what was bringing up this whole energy which he was processing and mirroring. So he said that if they are clear, if they want to communicate with me, they talk to me, they share things clearly with me, I will understand. And then the girl said, absolutely, this is what is happening in my space. I am being very stressed, and I am a person who's very bold, outspoken. I am the one who likes to speak my mind, and I am not very open and understanding and listening to whatever is happening around me right now. And that is exactly what the dog was playing out. So I said, this, the best thing to do is communicate. So we communicated with him, and we told him that this is what is happening. And I told the girl that you have to continuously keep sharing your true feelings and emotions with your pet. You have to tell them, hey, I am not feeling centered today. Today is not my best day. I'm feeling very angry. I don't want to, communicate right now, or I'm not in my right headspace. So once you share your true feelings, the chances of having miscommunication, mistrust, and the animal wanting to step into his primitive role of protecting is kind of less. Animal understands what you're trying to say, and this whole thing beautifully shaped. Once she understood where the dog was at what point in life, why he's mirroring, she understood that there is a lesson for her to calm down, to see her life in a different perspective, start sharing not only with the dog, with the other people in the house also, her perspective, without getting edgy, without getting angry. He was just mirroring that for her to understand. This session and this dog and the human was such a beautiful reminder to me that many a times we are not sharing what we are truly feeling with our family or with our friends. Sometimes we don't know how to. Either we are angry and, like I'll tell you about myself. Sometimes I'm so overwhelmed that I do not want to talk. I just want to keep everything to myself and not share. But the most important thing that I learned here is it's very important to communicate your true, raw feelings to the people who you really love, or they are important to you. And that was such a beautiful lesson that animal was sharing with her human. I'm truly, truly amazed by the knowings, the guidance, and so much these animals share with us. And this was just a soul note from one of my animal communication readings, and I love this work because when you connect with them, this is so fun, this is done in such a light-hearted way, and yet they can bring such profound guidance to us, which is the most important thing that we currently need in that point in time in our life. That is what amazed me, that how perfectly they line up their soul lessons to help us at that moment when we need them the most. That is why this is so close to my heart. I love sharing my soul notes with all of you because I know animals are helping us to grow, evolve, and they are always around us sharing something which is so valuable to us. And if you feel that there is somebody else who needs to know this valuable information, you can share, you can subscribe this channel so that you get all my soul notes and click the bell icon.